Oh boy, what do I have in store for you? Well, Hannah and I will be out of town for over a week, so I gotta clean out the snakes, and that's what we're gonna see. Some snakes that we haven't seen in a while, other snakes we've been seeing, and more. Don't attempt, click subscribe, click like. Let's just jump right into this, alright? The first snake we're starting with is Plumpkin, the black spitting cobra. Jet black all around. She shines, doesn't she? Unfortunately, she's always been defensive even since day one. She'll regularly spit. With any snake that I have that's defensive like her, I like to cause the least amount of stress, so I make cleaning out their enclosure quick. That's why I don't film or take pictures of them often, but I decided to this time since I haven't shown her off in a while. I also wanted to try and get some good pictures of her. In general, she's hard to get in focus, but with the added fact that she'll spit, it makes it that much more difficult, since I don't want her to get venom on the camera lens and potentially damage it. I have to be quick when I raise the camera, try and get her in focus and take the picture all before she potentially spits. Due to this, the majority of the pictures this time were not in focus, as usual, but some were good enough. And when she was standing tall at the beginning, that was when I was taking the pictures. A perfect, beautiful pose, but she then bolted off this little makeshift background. What an incredible snake though. I love her so much. I want to know what you think of Plumpkin, the black spitting cobra though. Let me know down below. And you see this picture? How out of focus it is? This is how the majority turned out. But at least a few were in focus, right? And you see what I mean about the shining? Wow. This beautifully patterned pit viper is a Mexican West Coast rattlesnake. I know I say this with pretty much every snake I show off, but I'm telling you, in person this snake is just unreal. The camera does not pick up the subtle reds in the coloration. That being said, Mexican West Coast rattlesnakes tend to turn greenish as they age. The pattern can also fade a bit compared to how it looks when they are young. That's most likely what will happen, but I hope this is one of the ones that'll keep both the coloration and the highly distinct pattern into adulthood. It's time we do some point of view handling with this beauty. As you can see, unlike Plumpkin, this guy is very laid back. And that's good because Mexican West Coast rattlesnakes get large, up to 5 foot or more. And in my opinion, large pit vipers that are defensive are some of the most difficult snakes to work with. So I'm grateful this one's laid back. If you've seen that new hybrid rattlesnake on my page, half of it's Mexican West Coast rattlesnake and the other half is neotropical rattlesnake. Here's what it looks like if you haven't seen it. And that hybrid has become one of my favorite snakes of all time. The pattern and coloration is just so cool to me. And that one's just as laid back as this dude. What do you think of this Mexican West Coast rattlesnake? Do you think it's as beautiful as I think it is? Let me know down below. And during this time, having the snake out for cleaning, I decided to try and capture pictures of him. Every other time I've attempted it, he would not sit still. Thankfully it worked out this time, and he posed so nicely, sitting still the whole time. So stay tuned for those pictures shortly. And I mention this and probably will continue to mention this every time I show a rattlesnake, but there's a common saying that you can tell the age of a rattlesnake by counting the number of segments on the rattle, but that's a myth. Each time a rattlesnake sheds their skin, they gain a segment. Being young like this one, they'll shed multiple times per year, gaining a segment each time, so that already dispels the myth. But when the rattle is long, since they're hollow and interlocked, as a snake moves through the environment, it can get caught on things and break off. So that's another way that this myth is dispelled. And we can talk about another one as well, that baby venomous snakes are more dangerous than adults because they can't control how much venom they inject, so they inject it all. That's also a myth. Not only do baby venomous snakes have full control on how much venom they inject, but look at the size of this one's head. Compared to a 5-foot adult with a massive head, massive venom glands, an adult releasing just a little bit of venom could be the full amount of a baby. And did you see that? That's all the rattling we're going to get from this one. It's time for the one, the only, Urshi Marie, the northern copperhead. Look at this beauty. Copperheads have always been one of my favorite snakes ever since a teenager. Love them so much. Look at this perfect Hershey kiss pattern that Urshi has. Now you know where I got the name from. Hershey, but dropping the H. My favorite part is that broken up pattern near the tail. But all around Urshi's a wonderful snake, personality wise as well. You can see how laid back Urshi is. And I dedicate this portion of the video to patron member and supporter John, who loves Urshi. And although I've already taken a lot of good pictures of Urshi, I decided to try to get some this time as well, but Urshi wouldn't stop moving, so the majority of them weren't good, which you'll see coming up. But I want to know what you think of Urshi, and I wish you could see the pink near the belly. It kind of showed up right there, but it doesn't pick up on camera well. Urshi, you are awesome. And yeah, let me know what you think of Urshi. Showing off my pictures? No, it's the western hognose snakes. Hamilton and Leo. Hamilton the female right there. Leo the male up front. Look at them. Hognose snakes are some of the most cute snakes on earth in my opinion, due to that upturned snout. Just super adorable. And when we see Hamilton's face up close, we'll see a little scale that looks like a little smiley face. That makes her that much more cute. That's Leo. That's Hamilton. Leo again. And let's take a look at that nose first of all. And here we go. You see that scale? Isn't that so cute? Little face. And I dedicate this portion of the video to two longtime supporters of my channel, Heidi and Matthew, who both love and have some hognose snakes. And Matthew has quite a few, and some really awesome looking morphs, some albinos, some of the most beautiful hognose snakes I've ever seen. But what do you think of the hognose snake? Let me know down below. And after the pair of western hognose snakes, we have another pair, this time the Rinkhals. This one's dedicated to Mike, who the male is named after, and the female's name is Rinkhals. Rinkhals the Rinkhals. Both of them are incredibly laid back, two of my best snakes personality wise. Just so calm, so incredible. Love them so much. And do you see the white on the bottom of the neck area? Rinkhals are actually very variable. Some have banding, some black with white bands, some black with orange bands, and then some that are solid black like this except for that little white on the bottom side of their neck area. And the Rinkhals actually have some similarities to the hognose snakes we just saw. One is that they have a slightly upturned snout as well. Not as much as a hognose snake, but another similarity is that they both play dead. The hognose snake is very dramatic about it. The Rinkhals not so much. To me, that's one of the most amazing behaviors that some snakes have, playing dead. It's just incredible, and they do that to avoid predation. Usually rubbing musk, nasty smell all over their body in order to deter the predator. The coolest and unique thing about the Rinkhals is that they can hood up and even spit venom like a spitting cobra, but they aren't true cobras. True cobras belong in the genus Naja, while the Rinkhals have their own monotypic genus Hemachatus. Some differences are the scales. Rinkhals have keeled scales, the ones that have the ridge in the center. True cobras have the smooth scales. Another big difference is that true cobras lay eggs, whereas Rinkhals give live birth. Speaking of live birth, hopefully these two reproduce this year. Wish them luck. What do you think about the Rinkhals? This is Casmond, the common Lancehead, the dude that made me appreciate Bothrops much more than I did before. I just love his little face, his eyes especially. What a cool guy. And now I'm gonna try something. I'm gonna put some water in this container and see if he'll drink. I waited for about 2 minutes. He didn't end up drinking. I had even started recording on the actual camera, just hoping he would start drinking, but unfortunately it just didn't happen. So I decided, well, I might as well just move on to some point of view handling. Simple enough, right? But as I reach out towards this Bothrops, this notorious heat-sensing missile launcher, something you wouldn't believe happened. Can you guess what it is? Well, you're about to find out right now anyways. Take a look at this. Starts drinking. What, now you decide? When I have my hand on your tail? What a bad position. What am I gonna do? Should I just film from here? Well, that doesn't look good. I need to get up close, but if I move, the snake is gonna stop drinking, and that's what happened. So I had to wait again for him to start drinking again, and that's what you're seeing right here. What do you think of video footage of snakes drinking? Do you find it peaceful? Do you find it satisfying? Or both? I think for me, it's both, and I've captured it a lot of times, but I'm never sure if it's enjoyable or if it's just me. Let me know down below. Also, let me know what you think of Casman, the common Lancehead. And I really hope y'all enjoyed this video and the footage I captured for you. If you did, click like. It helps push the video out. It would mean a lot. Click subscribe if you're not. And a big shout out to my channel members. If you want to support, become a channel member, get early access to videos, exclusive videos, and a shout out at the end. Big shout out to my Patreon members as well, where you get early access to videos, exclusive content, and a shout out at the end. Big thank you to those that donate in other ways. And click the description, follow me on other social media, and check out the Etsy page with prints available. Love y'all so much.